Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.
Hey guys, what's up? It's another Hambone to the movies. I just got out of the theaters not too long ago watching Scream 6. And I was rooting and hoping and just, I wanted this movie to have more bite to it, man, to actually like take some chances, maybe something like that when it comes to the film and everything else. But I'm here to tell you guys, man, like it suckered me in. Like the last movie, I enjoyed all the way up. I thought they did a really good job setting it up and stuff. But like the last movie, I had fun with all the way up to the end, because to me, the ending was basically Scream 1 again. They even did some of the same things and everything else during the end sequence or whatever. And I didn't like the end sequence, but the rest of the movie was fine, whatever. I'd have gave it like about a 6.5 total movie score. Well, Scream 6 suckered me in, man. It's like, oh crap, they changed scenery. You know what I'm saying? I think they did a great job marketing this because of that, because of the fact of the change of scenery, because it suckered me in. Like I was excited about this one. I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to go in here. We got Scream walking around, Ghostface killer walking around in like New York City, hacking and slashing and stuff like that. And for the most part, that part of the movie is fun. Like having these different settings, like being on a subway train, being in a big city like this and stuff like that, was fun. Now, of course, you get all the cheesy moments of like, the older characters, like they've been in some parts of the movies and stuff like that, like coming back or whatever and playing a part. The first kill scene was like really cool, and it kind of like subverted your expectations, because as soon as the kill's over with, the killer takes off the mask and you're like, oh God, like we just saw the guy's face. And I was like, hell yeah. I was actually kind of pumped at that, because I was like, oh, this is totally different. They're just showing you who it is. And I was like, oh man, you even walk around with this character for a second when then he gets a phone call and he's talking to somebody that he thinks he knows. And it turns out they're just a couple of people that were trying to like finish the film that the two characters from the last movie was trying to make. And they're not doing that good of a job. So the real Ghostface killer takes them out and everything else. So like there goes that part. But like I said, I was kind of pumped. I was like, man, this might be a new perspective. Like we actually know who the killer is from the beginning. And we get to see him like maybe even interacting with these people and stuff like that. And I was like, oh shit, like we going at something totally new. So I almost got excited about that, but then like I said, those characters that they're hacked and slashed and taken out. And then the rest of this movie is like normal. You get the hack, the slasher style film, which I thoroughly enjoy and stuff. And I thoroughly enjoyed parts of this movie. There were certain scenes and certain moments and stuff that I thought they did really well, and they set up really good, and it like did its thing. It accomplished its goal. You got to excuse some things when you go and watch a movie like Scream 6 or any of the Scream movies, to be honest with you, because there are some things that are going to be a little bit crazy or a little bit like dumb, or like I said, even cheesy at moments. But most of this was actually like pretty hardcore. So I was like, oh man, so this Ghostface killer's got a little more bite, a little more just gravitas when it comes to like all the other Screams and stuff like that. I was like, hell yeah, man. Like maybe this Ghostface killer is a little bit different and everything else. Well, and that happens. So a decent amount of this movie that I enjoyed, but man, dude, like I don't know. It's like, it's one of those things to where, bruh, like there's I ain't even going to give you what character it is or whatever, but there's a section of this movie where a person gets stabbed like 30 to 50 times. Like I'm talking about in rapid succession, all in like the chest area and everywhere else. But yet, come to find out, somehow, a miracle of God, an angel flew down from the sky. I'm reckoning off camera, right? Because it didn't happen on camera, but I'm assuming it happened off camera. An angel flew down from the sky and like protected this man's vital organs, right? Like, man, I don't know, man. It's going too far. Like, what I'm trying to say here is that this movie had a lot of bark, right? Like, because there was moments where I was like, oh man, this one's going to be a little different, right? They got me pulled in because of the new scenery and stuff. But like, not only that, but this was going to be a little different, right? Like, it's going to be a little more hardcore than normal. And and they all, but it totally, when it all comes said and done, it's just the same old, same old. And like I said, there's a lot of bark and no bite. It really just didn't impress me very much. I'm gonna be honest with you. I made the wrong decision. I probably should have went and seen the new Adam Driver movie 65 and watched some dinosaurs, because they probably would have been a little more scary than some of the things that happened in here. But like I said, I had some fun. I took my son, he's 15. He loves horror movies like I do. So we went and seen the movie together tonight. And like, he was even questioning stuff, and he's 15, right? Like, I mean, he knows a little bit about stories and movies and stuff, but he's not no like, film critic, and neither am I. But like, he doesn't watch as much movies as I do and everything else. And he's asking me on the drive home, like, how in the world did this person do this or this person do that? Like, didn't this person do, get stabbed? Like how did this work and stuff like that? And he's 15, man. It's like, and when I was walking out of the theater, like, other people that I watched the movie with, not like friends or anything, but just the innocent bystanders that went and saw this movie with me, like, were laughing at like the stuff. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they still had fun with it, right? And they'll still recommend it and say, hey, I had fun with the movie. But they were making like jokes about this movie and how ridiculous it was at times. And I have to kind of agree with them, sadly. Like I said, I should have made a better choice in my movie watching experience and went and seen 65 with Adam Driver. Now, I don't know if that movie's any good. I'm planning on seeing that movie in the next couple of days and we should have a review on that one as well. And maybe it's just as ridiculous or whatever, right? Like, you never know. But like I said, this movie, it was disappointing. Like, I walked out of it, kind of like shaking my head and rolling my eyes and stuff like that. Like I said, it had a chance. And there were moments where it was like, oh my God, this one's going to be just a little different. This one's going to be, oh yeah, they almost hit that sweet spot and just didn't really carry it on. Like I said, it was like a chihuahua, you know what I'm saying? Like, just barking at you, wah, 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 all over your heels and everything else, about to take you out. But it didn't have the bite. Didn't have the bite, just like a chihuahua. And like I said, you can have fun with this. There was a couple of like, the acting's okay. It's not great, but the acting's okay. They played a lot on that, like, Billy, like, where, his daughter and their interaction, she starts seeing him again, and like almost conversing with him and stuff a couple of times. So you think maybe she's even turning dark and everything else, but then they like, I don't know where they're going to go with that. They don't set that up very well. And it would have been probably cool if they would have went that direction where she actually turns bad or something like that. There's moments in here that you feel like she probably could. And if they make a Scream 7, maybe that's the direction they go. They kind of hinted at it a little bit and everything else. But then again, I doubt it. I don't think they have the balls to do it. Like, to be honest with you, like, the next Scream that comes out, I will be watching it on streaming. I will not like spend money because that's a lot of money. I had to get my son a drink, me a drink, and everything else, and popcorn or whatever. And you add that on top of the ticket price, that's a lot of money. And just to walk out shaking your head a little bit and stuff. And then, like I said, my son even asking me, like, man, like, wait, what happened here? Like, how did this person do? It is what it is. But I hope you guys went and saw it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it more than me. I give this movie, like I said, I did have fun with it at times. And if I have fun with a movie during a decent amount of it, I'm not going to like trash it and give it like a 2 or a 3 or something like that. If I had fun during most of the movie, then I will give it, at least a 5. I'll give this one like a 5.5. Maybe it ekes out a 6 or something like that, because like I said, there were some fun moments and things I really got into because I'm a big horror fan. I love some of the blood and guts. There was obviously some blood in this movie. That's what it's about to a certain point. But yeah, I'm suiting that. I almost wish it was closer to time for the new Evil Dead movie to come out, because I could go see that and like, cleanse the palate a little bit per se, because I know that one's not going to have any forgiveness in it. It's going to be straight up. Of course, people are going to survive. Not everybody's going to die or whatever. And that's not what you got to do in a movie. In a movie like these and stuff like that, there's obviously going to be survivors and stuff, but don't play the stupid trick. And they do it so many times. And it's kind of being like, in some ways, it's like, bro, come on, man. Come on, dog. Like, I get it. You get stabbed once, you survive. That happens a lot. Bro, you got stabbed like 30 times. Get out of here, man. Like, that's just ridiculous. Like, Stop trying to play on my emotions. Because now you go see a movie like this, and like even in this one, even in that moment, like I never got like emotionally invested. Oh, this character's done for, because guess what? Almost every Scream movie, there's always some crap where this character's not really done for and everything else. So that it is what it is. Like I said, they drew me in for the scenery, and that worked. That worked. That got me in there, and that worked because it was fun during the movie with that different scenery. But beyond that, it's just a Scream movie, and it's getting to be a little too much, man. Come on, dog. Grow, get some hair on the nutsack, and let's get some stuff done here, and let's get a little more like serious with it and stuff. And I think they could keep the franchise going, but without that, I think it's gonna die a slow death. But until next time, guys, peace. Gotta hit the credits.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.